Okay, so the owner of the imprisoned mega yacht, Sailing Yacht A, apparently wants to pay for the maintenance of his yacht. Now, the yacht is a 143 metre or 493 foot sail-assisted yacht, which is often reported to be the largest sailing yacht in the world. We'll come back to that later. Now, this yacht was arrested by the Italian government whilst in dry dock in Trieste in Italy last year. And it's been maintained and paid for by the Italian government ever since. The reported cost of that maintenance is 12 million euros a year, which is about $12.6 million. Now, this figure, which is already eye-watering enough, is only a small part of what it would actually cost to maintain this yacht and use the yacht if the owner were in charge. Now, the costs per year based on the 10% rule would be about $50 to $60 million a year to maintain that if it was fully operational. Anyway, the owner, Andrei Melnichenko, by the way, his name is, who says he's not the owner, and he says it's owned by a trust which he has no control over, but he said he wants to pay for the maintenance costs himself, as he's worried that the yacht might not be cared for in the way that it needs to be to keep her in the top shape that she should be kept in. Now, the yacht is being crewed currently by a crew of 20, which is way down on what would be on board under normal circumstances. The yacht would normally have a crew probably between 40 and 60 when in use by the owner. The yachts that have been seized are requiring countries to pay massive amounts to pay to look after these vessels. There is a line in the law in these countries that says that when they seize a vessel, they have to hand it back in the same condition it was in when they arrested or seized the vessel. So that's the reason why these countries are paying so much money. Now, countries like Italy, which is where Sailing Yacht A is currently seized, they're already struggling with the economy there, and now Italy and other countries are giving millions in aid and weapons to Ukraine to fight the war against Russia, and it's a drain on their budgets. However, as Mr. Melnichenko is on the sanctions list, he cannot use the financial system to transfer monies to the Italian government without special licenses to do so. Now, as we've seen in recent videos from the UK government, that's taken them almost 2 years. The OFSI, the sanctions department of the UK government, took 18 months to grant a license just to pay the ex-crew of Multi-Yacht Luminosity and Alfa Nero their last remaining salaries. It took them 18 months to do that. So you can imagine it's a time-consuming thing, especially when any government is involved. However, having said all of that, we've seen from our recent videos where we were in Marina de Carrara about Multi-Yacht Scheherazade that it is possible to allow the sanctioned people to pay the bills and even pay for upgrades, such as stern extensions and other things that are happening, whilst the yacht is also seized by the Italian government. Now, so that vessel also is allegedly owned by Vladimir Putin himself, and the Italian government are allowing the official owner, who is not Vladimir Putin on paper, whoever that is, they're allowing him to pay the bill. So it is possible to do so. It just takes time to set that up. It does seem to make quite clear that what is going to happen to these yachts once the Ukraine war is over, doesn't it? It seems little doubt that the owners will not get these yachts back. You know, when they are being allowed to pay for the rent, the governments are more like valet parking at this point. But yeah, so anyway, Andrei Melnichenko wanting to pay for the maintenance as he feels he needs to do that to keep it in proper condition. The vessel is often referred to as the largest sailing yacht in the world. However, it is not technically a sailing yacht, it is a sail-assisted yacht, which means it can use sails to move, but it has to be accompanied by the engines. It can't move on sails alone. So it's not a fully fledged sailing yacht. The title of the largest sailing yacht goes to Sailing Yacht Kourou, owned by Jeff Bezos. Now, we're not talking about cruise ships here, we're talking about sailing yachts. Every time I do a video like this, I get some comments about some cruise ship that is a sailing cruise ship. We don't count those. Thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Super Yacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Super Yacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.